Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. We can't do today's stream like this, can we? Let's change this. That's better. Today we're going to be doing the next 5 stages of the Deagostini Collectables release and build the Valentino Rossi M1 motorcycle. So 5 stages today, and we're going to be building onto this is what we've created so far up to now. Now we do get a free gift. Put that down gently in today's one if these free gifts aren't enough. We've actually got a Bluetooth speaker now looking like this. Let's open this. So let's open this box up, and that is what it's looking like. I have had this out once already, but looking pretty cool. It has got a charging port in here. It's got a line in. It's got a little mini SD slot. Don't know how loud it is, don't know how it sounds, but I just know power on and off at the bottom there as well. I just know that Mrs. World of Wayne's going to be taking this for her fabric room, so I will keep that to one side for her. We have had some good free gifts with this build, I have to say, but nothing as loud as this. I thought my Hawaiian shirts were loud, but oh my god, even the exposure control on the cameras had to turn itself down. Anyway, if you like what you see and you're going to want to build this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also a QR code on the screen there that if you scan, you can get this all the way from pack 1. But 5 stages today, without further ado, let's get cracking. Now you will notice today that I have got my ring light on, but there's no camera on the ring light. That's because I've got a brand new camcorder coming tomorrow. I wasn't happy with the picture yesterday, so I have changed that out. I've got a new camcorder coming, which is going to give some really good pictures, hopefully, when I'm doing these builds. But this is stage 59 that we've got here. Let's just flick through, and we're going to be doing the coolant and oil tanks. A couple of things there we're putting in. Getting this together. It looks like we have to actually go back to a part that we had previously, actually. I'll try and dig that one out. So by the end of it, yep, it's just looking like that. So here we go. Here's all the parts for this. And the first thing to do is just put the cap on the little reservoir there. And it's just a push in. We've also got a strap, which is going to go along that. And again, this is just a push in as well. They do fit in quite tight, so you're not going to need to glue these. Bringing over the part that I said I was going to dig out, which is this one just here. If you remember that from last time. As you can see at the bottom, we've got 2 lugs on here. That's just going to go into the 2 holes that we've got here. And again, it's just a push-in. So line everything up, and that pushes in place just like that. So that's not going to fall out. Then all we've got left to do is these 2 halves of the coolant tank here. Again, we've got 2 pins, 2 holes, just matching these together. 1 and 2. Clip them together to make one complete tank. And then you see we've got some holes just on this side here. That's going to match the pegs that we've got just here. So line them up. It goes on this way here. So 1 and 2. Push them in. That's in place. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So stage 60. Here's the magazine, and we are going to be doing the engine control unit support and connectors. So we've got this big section here. We're going to be putting these connectors, by the look of it, into that. So by the end of it, it's just one piece like that. These are nice short, sharp stages. Have you noticed that? So even though this is stage 60, the barcode does say 61 at the back here. It's because we are one ahead by the look of it. And the first thing we need are these little 2 connectors which have got L on them. Let's get these out. And they're going to be going into this point just here. So we've got a yellow one, which is going to go on the bottom. And it is a D-shaped hole, so it can only go in one way. Seeing how this fits in. That's pretty cool, actually. That's good. And then we've got a red one, which is just going to go just above it. Again, you can glue these if you feel that they're not going to be held in tight enough. And believe me, they do get held in tight enough without glue. And then we've got one for the right hand side looking like this. Get this one out. And that's just going to go into this side over here. And with both of those in place, as I said, nice short stage, but that is all there is to do in that stage. So, stage 61. Here's the magazine. flicking through. And we're going to be doing the engine control unit and fittings. Again, we've got a few little tiny fittings here to go in place. And again, we're just building onto what we've just created there. So it's looking just like this at the moment. That's looking pretty impressive, actually. So here's everything here. I'm just going to lay this out. And the first thing we need is the ECU support bracket, looking like some traffic lights here. That's just going to go into the holes just here. So line it up and get that pushed in. And again, it does fit itself in there, no problems at all. Now this is the actual ECU, which we need to line this section up just with the ports on the end of these coloured sections here. So this is sort of going to go on this section like this, and it's clipped into place into some slots which are down the bottom. You can see them coming out the bottom, and it does line up these on this side here. Now we've got the restraining strap to put in. Now one side goes in the bottom here. Just get that in. And the other side's going into the point at the top here. Probably going to need my tweezers for this, actually. Just to turn that around and get that in there. And there we go. That holds into place perfectly like that. And then I'm going to bring over the main frame now. We haven't seen this for a while, because this whole unit is just going to go into these points at the top here. So as you can see, we do have locating lugs underneath. So line them up, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Make sure that section's underneath there and push that into place. Perfect. Check that out. That looks good. All we need now is just through these sections which are now exposed. As you can see here and here, we do have some clips to put in. They're in this bag here. And they're just going from the outside pointing in. So let's get these in. That's one. And I'll just do the same on the other side. And that one's 2. So when they're in, they look just like that, and that's all there is to do in that stage. The penultimate stage of this pack, stage 62. This is the magazine. And we're going to be doing the electric control units. Got these 2 bits here. It's a bit of piping as well. So it looks like we're going to start connecting some more of these pipes up. These bits are always difficult here. Getting the lower lambda sensor in place as well. So the final result's looking like that. This looks like it's going to be a fiddly stage. So to tackle these stages, I normally just get everything out and laid out where it needs to be. And take it one stage at a time. Now if we look at the back of the motorcycle here, we've got 2 prongs coming out here and here. We're going to be putting the lambda sensor control panel into that. As you can see, we have got 2 holes for this to go in. Line that up. 1 and 2. Just push that into place there. Now, there's lots and lots of nipples on here. So I've got lots of pipes to put onto those nipples. So the lambda sensors here, we've got 2 pipes coming from that. So it's these 2 pipes that I need first. These are going to be onto the first 2 nipples that we've got just here. So I'll get these on. And that leaves 2 wires that are exposed here at the back here. This last 2 wires, they're going into the nipples next to it. And when those 4 are in place, it should look just like that. Now we've also got 3 tubes on the left of the model. It's probably best I actually just show you the pictures on the screen here, because it's going to make it a lot easier to understand. So what I've done is I've actually put them all in first. I'm going to try and trace you where they go. Now, all in all, you should have 7 leads into this control unit with 2 pegs still to have leads in. We do have some pipes here which we're not putting in at the moment. So we've got the 2 lambda sensors here from this side going into this left side. 2 lambda sensors right going into this side. We've also got some pipes which are coming up here. 2 pipes you should have had which are going next to it there. And on this one, we do have this pipe which was coming just from this unit just here. Hopefully you can see that. That's going in there. So that means there's 4 cables here. There's 3 cables here. And that is all there is to do in that stage. Now, so you don't worry, we do have all of these parts here still left over. Okay. In the last stage here, this is the magazine. And we have got part of the fuel tank and assembly of the brake system. But we are going to be looking at those parts we had left over from the last pack, putting all of this together here. So at the end, it's just looking like that. So this should be a quick stage. First thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting these little clips, connectors, just into the pipes and just seeing how they fit. They fit quite strong, so I'm not going to need to glue those in, but there's one. We want to take this brake control unit, looking like this. And we've got another little nipple here, just to put into the peg at the top. Again, seeing how that fits. That's quite tight, so I'm going to leave that in perfectly like that. The one that we just created is going to go into the nipple next to it. Boy, I've said that a lot this time. So now both of those look like that. And then the last pipe that we've got is just going to go onto the red control unit here. Push that on. Perfect, so that's in place. And then those two parts we need to store for next time, because that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. That was quite a fiddly issue, wasn't it? So we've got those little details there. I think the hardest part of this issue was doing this control unit here. All we got to remember is that on one side we've got 4 pipes, on the other side we've got 3 pipes. And you should have those pipes already there to lay out for you. We do have 2 nipples in there which haven't got anything on, just so you know. But that is looking quite massive. Let me just get this round the right way, because I'm holding it the wrong way round. It kind of goes like that. But it's big, isn't it? Gently put that down. If you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link down here to the Deagostini Collectables website, and you can get this all the way from pack 1. I just keep thinking of how exposed this camera must be with this ultra loud gear that I've got on, but it's a fun build. If you like that video, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.